Today we're starting out with a 5 versus 5 on a nice random map. So we do our team sorting here as per the usuals, and we're looking at a mostly Joe with a few pros sprinkled into this one. So we complete that, looking good. A quick look at the map, we're looking at about 15k map, I would think, and 20 by 20 with some black borders. Not a lot of reclaim to be had. There's 8,000 in total, and most of it's sort of like, I would say most of it's sort of here, but it's all over the place. There's big dots of wrecks and things, and so not a major clump to fight over really. It's kind of all over the place. Anyway, that's a hell of a patrol order we got going on there. What the fuck? Yowza. Patrol everywhere. Okay. Introducing the teams. On the left hand side we're going to have team number 1. We're going to have team 2 on the right. Let's see who we have in the players. First off, for team number 1, down the bottom, bright blue, UEF, Durunda is here, and he's breaking out some PGs because he does not have any hydros nearby. Up from him, the closest player to assist him is Victor Pitic. Victor Pitic is Aeon, he's got the yellow colour. Third player for team number 1, sticking back over here, it is Fisheye. Fisheye is Cybran as Lavender. Further up from Fisheye, rocking out in that burgundy colour, it is DJ Espad. No, DJ is here. Also is Cybran. I wonder if it's DJ Espad or Jespad. Just gonna call him DJ, so much easier. And finally, for team number 1, all the way up the tippy top section, it is Kill to Bill. And he's going to be an annoying name to pronounce, I will get wrong repeatedly. UEF in red, so no Seraphim representation for team number 1. We've got a couple of UEF, couple of Cybran and a single Aeon. Saying hello to team number 2. First off, up here in the top for team 2, another UEF player. This time it is Kalen's in the vomit yellow colour. Closest to him, grey, is Ice Crow. Ice Crow is also UEF. Slipping on down to the third player for team number 2, we have a break from UEF tradition. It is Cybran, it is Farah in the cyan colour. Walk to the way towards the front. Fourth player for team 2, we have the first Seraphim of the game. It is Amygdala. You might know this word from the movie Happy Gilmore. Not Happy Gilmore, Waterboy, talking about the amygdala oblongata, the anger center management of the brain. And finally, for team number 2, down here, light blue, it is Mint Alex, also UEF, so we have no Aeon representation for team 2. We have 3 UEF, 1 Cybran and 1 Seraphim. Looks like he is planning on the spam. These are going to get some adjacency bonuses besides these mass extractors. He's going spam all day. 6 factories lined up in addition to his main factory, so yeah, he's thinking about the land spam. He's 100% doing the land spam with all of that. We'll see if that works out from and back to the map and just have a look see how things are going. So a few scouts coming up. We have a first bomber. There we go, rocking away from Fisheye. He's going to go looking for some targets. Things like that would be a nice target. Things like that would be maybe not as a nice target, but it would be handy to knock out of the water. But first off, we have single Celine down here trying to kill an NG, but actually it's going to get that kill if it moves on up. So we've got a Celine going for a kill there. We've got a bomber loitering around. I don't know what it's loitering for. Was it going to go for that guy? Maybe it should have. It's going to be another NG death over there. This guy's going to he's picked up 1 kill already, looking to go for a second engineer. Not looking great there. T1 bomber has found a target in the form of a scout. Killed that one. Kept the engineer alive on 5 health. Ooh, that was close. And actually, a tank has turned up to save this engineer on 16 health. So, just keeping these engines alive was some defensive work. And now they're going to go looking for something to kill. And that would be a good target. Kill an engineer, kill a radar. Stop the power production. That would be quite handy indeed. But looks like it's going for a different target. Has focused on engineers back here, perhaps in the base, gets a bomb away and going to then drop somewhere else a scatter. T1 NG scatter, 1 gets taken down still, so 2 calls for that, so scores bomb is just a scout, so there's no dramas on there. He's going to go around. A bomber has come back this way, 2 kills on this guy. He's looking for some engineers. Nice big clumps over here to have a bomb on. Oh no. 2 engineers dead and some damage to the pigeons. They can survive another run by, but need to get an inti onto that guy. Where has the other bomber gone? There it is over there. Gets himself another engineer kill. 3 kills for that guy. This bomber's circling back around and is looking for 1 more bomb, and that is a bunch of dead pigeons, and you need to do something about that. I don't think he's going to be able to do something about it quick enough because that bomber is about to come back for yet another run. Bombs away, and kaboom goes all of that. 4 pigeons down before the anti-air comes off the rails, and this has been a very effective bomber. 12 kills, 700 mass destroyed, and is going to actually get away. Maybe pick up something over down here. The other bomber is already dead, unfortunately. This one has done far better. Look at that. Looking for some more targets like, I don't know, how about these guys? Maybe drop some bombs on here, kill the radar. Radar would be a great target. Swings back around, does drop a bomb towards radar. No, it's going for the factory. That's a poor choice. Go for the radar. Get the radar out of the picture and it'll be good old times. But while that bomb is having a field day, because seeing this anti-air down here to help trick it out. How's it spotted the yes it has. But now it's anti-air and that bomb is going to have to flee the scene. There's been a wee bit of incursion. No, I thought it was a bit of a fracas up there. More fights, but the bomber survives. It gets away on 25 health. Raging all the time. Needs just one more little nibble and it will die. But hero bomber, 13 kills. Now going for, that'd be bad. Thankfully, anti-airs come off the rails and the bomber finally dies before killing off that. That would have been a great pick there. Unfortunately, nothing doing there. There was a wee bit of runway up this direction. These guys have actually come through, killed off a couple of mass extractors. Obviously killed an engineer that was working on that as well. We have a push coming through the middle. This is a walk up from DJ. He's wanting to get into this region. Got to be careful though. This is a dead end. So if he gets caught trapped in here, there's only one way out, which is this way. That could be quite bad. A couple of units coming in here from the fisheye, just wanting to be a little bit harassing. Get a couple of kills, but nothing really doing there. Pretty much just free mass for the other team. Another few units trying to sneak on past. Maybe they change their mind. They should change their mind in a very fast decision because they getting pressured here from Farah. He's got a few units there plugging that gap. Right, just a quick zoom out and overview of the map. Fairly even down the bottom. Both sides are sort of fighting around the middle section, but on the top, Team 1 have pushed just that little bit further forward with this group of units. But again, DJ does need to be careful because he is in a bad spot, especially if somebody finishes off a gun upgrade that will put him in a precarious position if he loiters, which he's not. He is moving away just as well. He needs to get away from that. Not going to get much more of that reclaim. Cannot loiter there at all, especially with that gun being completed for Ice Crow. And in fact, Farah also has a gun upgrade on his commander. And I think we saw somebody down here with T2. Yes, Amygdala's got T2 in his comp. That's a T2 PD. That's not handy. Victor, no upgrades on his commander. Dorinda, no upgrades on his commander, but he does have a lot of T2 mass extracted there up front. A couple in his base, and he's got T2 all good to go. T2 air, in fact, in his... We'll see what's going to happen with that shortly. Sure we will. But in the middle now, there's been a bit of a wee push here in from Amygdala. Going to send some units up. Got the T2 there as well, of course. Needs a radar. So he's got a radar. Never mind. He's got a radar. He can see all that. Come within range of the T2 PD. They will have a bad time. They have come in range any second now. Nope. Falling back. Decided not to push that. A wise choice. What's that? Oh, that's a tag launcher, was it? That is, so going for a tag launcher. Amygdala going to try and do some damage with that, and if he gets it early enough, he'll be able to do quite a bit of damage. There's some T2 mixes quite exposed around the place here he could go and destroy. The only thing is, by building that, he is going to have to sacrifice a bit of mass and production to do it, so it has to count, has to get the job done to be good. Nano repair started by Ice Crow, who then cancels it because up in this direction it is Caitlin's needing a little bit of help under some pressure here. Kill Bill doesn't have a gun upgrade though, so he's not actually not going to be able to push that very well, especially with the supporting army coming over from Mr. Ice Crow. But there's quite a sizable force here from DJ. They are ready to join into this battle, and Gun Commodore, you still want to be a wee bit careful about this amount of units. That can still really ruin your day. But he has got supporting units of his own, which means it should be a fairly even fight, especially as it's one commander versus two, and that one commander doesn't even have gun. Kill Bill does not want to be there. He does not want to get into that fight. That will go terribly for him. No if buts or maybes, that will go terrible. 2v1 comms and armies over rounds, not great. Not great at all. DJ finishes a gun upgrade on his commander, so he can actually jump into that fight quite happily. Ice Crow is continuing to push this, needs to be cautious. He does have the army behind. Maybe he's trying to think about getting Bill, who is down into the yellow, but Bill is quite happily away from the scene. Plenty of units around the place. That is radar. Yeah, fair enough, need radar, and there is T2 back here from an engineer, so that is Kill Bill's idea of tech. Gonna get an engineer to do the work for him. But we are hearing and seeing down here big run by from Farah. His units have just basically swept right through here, no resistance from Fisheye. Fisheye was here with his units, but he's getting pushed by a stealth gun com. Not good for point defense, but I can't see it. And this is causing DJ to bring his units back. He has to bring them back to try and defend against this. This is actually going to leave Kill Bill a little bit exposed thanks to this gap here. Great work from Farah, putting pressure on the mid to take that section, but there's a lot of PD here. As soon as he gets spotted, he's going to have a bad time with that. Anything going over here, there we go. Lots of damage going to plow down on him now. Back in this direction, still with the units in the base, trying to get things done. There's a T2 factory here. This should be an end to this little push with the sacrifice some units, but back in this direction, and there we go. So Kaylin's has been really pushing up with his commander. Stopped the production of the Triad. It has died, and the T2 engineer to go with it. These units are now done, so the base is secure, and it is time for Farah to think about running away. He kind of has to. There's too many T2 PD there, plus a commander. And he is half dead. He cannot loiter. Back up the top though, there is now T2 on the ground. Mongoose doing a thing, but standing around a little bit too long immobile and getting clobbered by the commander. If you can keep your Mongoose out of range, that'd be much happier. Your long range units, you've got to mark with them for them to be effective. Trying to pop up some T1 BD. This is Kill Bill. He's under pressure. He's got to try and do something. Getting another Mongoose out, that's not great for your health because they'll just get overcharged by the commander just like that. And now there's quite the health disparity between these two guys. Might be both in the yellow, but Kaylin's has a couple of ranks of veterancy. He's also got upgrades. He has over 10,000 health. You'll get another rank of veterancy shortly, and he'll be even healthier. Bill is under 5,000 by comparison. Armies come up here from DJ, and DJ's actually there with his commander as well. This is going to be a good game. It's a game. I don't know if it's a good game, but it's a game. Saying where's the good game? Apparently it's here. But anyway, these guys are going. DJ recognises the threat also coming in from ice, and he just can't force that. Kill Bill is walking the wrong way, and that is going to be the end of Kill Bill. He's down under 2,500 health. Kaylin's is focusing him down. He's got units all over the place. Kill Bill, no upgrades, no nothing. His commander should have evacuated a long time ago. He's going to go pop any second now. Kaylin's is not going to walk away from that. And that is the end of Bill. DJ's still around with his comm. He does have a gun as well, of course, but a lot of spam. There is a lot of spam still in the area. There is T2 on the ground available for DJ, but that's a flak, and flak's not going to do much against the units. All of this has been transferred over, so we've got full share today. That's been sent to Darunda, who's all the way down here. Maybe that might be the wrong idea because now DJ's in trouble. He needs to get away from this guy. If he stays within range of Ice Crow, he's a dead man, but he is getting surrounded by units and he's not going to get away. They block his approach, but in comes some air. Corsair's coming in there from Fisheye and some gunships. That's not going to be great for Ice Crow's health, and walking into range some T2 PD down here. DJ is desperately trying to get away. Needs to keep walking, has to get away from Ice Crow because Ice Crow dies. It can be a very bad time. In comes the air though. Plenty of interceptors. They're going to keep Ice Crow alive. They are going to keep Ice Crow alive, even as DJ needs to. No, you need to run backwards, sir. You don't want to run forward. Perhaps he's trying to get in range of the T2 PD. This is a terrible idea. No, this is a very, very bad idea. This is a very, very bad idea. You only have 3,000 health. This guy has 14,000. He can kill you. You can die, and he'll have health to spare. DJ needs to flee that scene like a hard rock boy at the end of a gig. I'm not afford to be caught out there. And not. What's this coming in though? We have a Notha. Notha's searching for something. Map's going to search for these engineers right here. Bombs away. Bombs a boom. Down goes the T2 NG and all the engines that were helping. So there goes any kind of front production on there. We have Kaylin still over here, and DJ is not terribly healthy, but Aliens under pressure from a couple of Corsairs. They're still making the rounds. They can do a wee bit of tickle damage on their way through, but that Noth is still doing its thing. I am hearing a strat. 4 kills on that thing, but it's very unhealthy. I think it got to bomb maybe 1 mech over there, and it has run away. It got absolutely hammered. Poor ambassador. Only 4 kills. I say only, but you know. Anyway, here we go. This is Kalen's. Kalen's now starting to look like he could be in a little bit of trouble, but he's got plenty of support. He has Ice Crow running away. Of course, he's going to get picked up by Inties. T1 Bomb's going to get picked up by Inties. Everybody's going to have a grand old time there. Where is DJ's comm? I feel like he's run away and he's never stopped. I think he's got to move order to the other side of the map. Yes, he does. He was never stopping. Strap Bomber now turn around face on the front, dropping the bomb directly on top of Kalen's head. But it will get shot down due to the huge number of Inties, but it's just going to encourage Kalen's to perhaps not loiter. Perhaps not loiter on the front line. And he's decided, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll leave. Ice Crow also, oh, he's looking okay. He's got 10,000 health. He's alright. Maybe these few point defense here, they have done some good work. Got a few kills between them. Just help shoo units away a little bit. There's lots of ground now available for these guys to go. Back down this direction, we have no drop. Mobile missile launchers? Is that a lot of mobile missile launchers? Yes, they are. They're all attacking the same goddamn thing. Pharaoh just blithely walks under it with stealth. He won't be seen. Walking in that direction is probably not great. Some TMD back here is trying to keep them alive. I hear, is that another strat? That is another strat. 4 kills for that guy. Just knocks out some units there. Looks like he's going to go for another target. There we go. Another bombs away. Kills off the mechs. Kills off some injuries. 8 kills now to this one. Going to look for an additional mix to kill, perhaps this one over here. There we go, bombs away. That's another T2 mix down. Not bad, not bad. Can you get another T2 mix? I'm going to get that one. Even more kills. 15 kills for that strap bomber now. Another one going to go down, plus some engineers perhaps. Yes indeed, bunch of engineers. 20 kills. Just rocking us way through. I mean, mechs after mechs does a turn. It's going to let the interceptors catch up. That's going to be the end of that strap bomber. Too many inties, not a wide slow turn. Sharp turn, they catch up, they do kill it. Still though, half a dozen things dead there. And speaking of things that are dying down here, lots have died in this direction, and Darunda's under pressure. He has been swarmed by Mint Alex, so even as that bomber was doing work around behind, Darunda is here struggling. He does have gun, at least, and T2, so he's kind of chunk. He's got 11k health. It's going to take probably more than that to kill him. In fact, it will take more than that to kill him, especially with the assistance coming down from Victor with some of his T2 there, and that should be more than capable of holding off this push. But the other problem is the drop made it back here. Will it kill the T3 HQ? No, it won't. It has killed off all this power though. There was so much power there. The T3 factory survives though, and it's going to be key to getting some engines out and rebuilding power. Darunda now, he's got no power. Got to be being supported by his teammates right now. The overflow is critical to keeping him alive. He can start rebuilding his own fusion reactor. If he'd lost that, that would have been game. He would have been out of the game for a while, but they tried to rebuild that. And what's going on here? Oh, okay, so of course you're going for a scout. No problems. Alright, still a few units. They're going to finish off that land factory at the front. Maybe some engineers doing a great job at repairing it faster than 2 tanks can kill it. And they're going to die very shortly as well. Job done for those guys. Another drop coming over here. Another T2 transport full of Zoes. We have Amygdala pushing up the front with his commander. He's just shooing away these units. Doesn't want to get that much closer. Can't stand too still with all of that going on though. And there we go. Another drop. Is it going to make it this time? It is going to make it. Down it goes. But this time there's a Stinger ready to go. But this is going to be a TMD, it's going to be a T2 mass extractor, and another one. They're going to die actually. Has it been enough of a response that they're going to survive? Well, they are quite happily they're going to survive, but a big push coming, well, a push coming through this section by Amygdala. He split off some of the units from over here, just simply around the bottom where there is a gap. We see these engineers here from Mint Alex already trying to reclaim this mass from the battle. The more it can get, the better off it is, but there's a T2PD down here, plus a commander. That should be enough to shoot these guys away. They need this mass field, basically. You got to get that mass field into the coffers to try and help out. Job not done there. Right, but that is probably where the battle is going to stop for the moment. Right, the look of it is indeed, but we've got a couple of Nothers coming in here. Are they going to fly over flak is the question. Don't see any flak in here. I see some T1, but no flak. Those Nothers are going to get a job done on something. Still a few ASFs, and therefore the Runda ones, hey, didn't send in. These Nothers may find themselves get a bit destroyed. There we go, without dropping a single bomb, so they are out. Let's have a quick check on the other side of the map though. What's been going on up here? Pretty much looks like a stalemate. Another upgrade going down for Icegro. He's getting one on his commander there. We see Kalen's is here now, a 4-star vetted commander with just a gun. He's got 16,800 health. That's the one good. How are we looking for DJ? Well, DJ, oh, he's got a monkey. And I don't care how healthy your UEF commander is, if there's a monkey coming at your face, you're going to have a bad time. And that is about halfway done, so going to keep an eye on that. It will terrorize all of this. This is all T1. Some T2 thrown in, but it's mostly T1. Going to need some tech on the ground very fast. There's Percival back here. There is T3 Air Factory available and T3 Land. Yeah, definitely going to want some more Percy's out of that to deal with the monkey. Big push coming in here from DJ though. Perhaps he should have saved these units instead of pushing in now. Could have kept the monkey in the middle of them and done some extra damage, but I see the problem was his base was getting destroyed over here. And he just needed to try and shoot those away for a little bit. Distract perhaps, but in the end he's just thrown away a bunch of units that he didn't need to for basically zero progress thanks to shields. Let's have T3 Land of his own. That's a brick snooping around. That monkey is going up incredibly fast though. Quick check down the other side. Things are stabilized. The mass field has been claimed back. We see Dorinda has got himself back into the air game. He's got a shield over this now. Maybe wants to shield his T3 HQ. These here, but he has the air back under production. He can do things and working on his eco because he is well behind thanks to all of that. Victor. Oh, Victor. You know, we forgot to mention about that attack launcher. So they've got 2 kills though. Kind of surprised. I thought perhaps we would have more. It could get more right now. There's some very explosive mass extractors around the place. Oh, I could kill this. What's it even in range? So I have to find out. It is in range. It could. Bit of a scout with it. No, that's it. Could fire a couple of attacks around about there. Could kill both of those. That'd be fun. But back down this section, the monkey is done up top here for DJ. It is walking forwards. Do they have any ideas there? Well, I'm going to go with no. They don't know there's a monkey there. Because if he knew there was a monkey there, then he would not be there. No way, no how would his commander still be standing there on an upgrade if he knew that the reasons for this shit disappearing was a monkey. He'd be gone. No chance he's still standing around. Where is the monkey? It's going to be further forward. Yep. It's hitting that stealth field. And these units disappeared and reappeared. These guys will probably disappear in a moment. There's the monkey fire. That should be a huge, massive warning to flee. Run. Run like a little bitch. Because you have a monkey in your face. There we go, there's the flee command, and he is going to try and run anything he can do. Monkey! Oh. Oh, there are a couple of Percivals up front though. They're going to be able to do some damage to that monkey. Right now is when these forces needs to come in while the monkey's soaking and distracting the damage. Absolutely very useful right now for them to get in and do some extra stuff. Monkey's going to see what it can kill at this stage, not be at the front, let the Percy's wail away upon the lesser units. Let them soak the damage for a little bit, let the monkey get some more kills, let the bricks of his own come in and stuff like that, let the T1 just get in there and do stuff. And this is a very big and very good push from DJ. The monkey is getting through. Units are dying. A side swipe is coming in here from Victor, but that's not going to be able to get much done. They're only T1 over here. Rocking into this and in some PD as well. Some drops coming in. They're just T3 engineers. They're not going to do much against the monkey. The monkey is not stopping us. Around about half dead. Wasn't almost come along, but there's a bit of flak and stuff in the way, so they don't last too much longer. Percivals are trying to do what they can. They can get a shot or two off against the monkey, going to do some extra damage, but at the moment it is Ice Crow running away, some very fast Ravages all the build powers going on those, trying to get those up so they can do some extra damage, but to shoot they need to be able to see the monkey. And right at the moment they just simply cannot. T2 gunships coming over here, they can at least give visibility so they know where the monkey is. The Ravages are shooting at it, it's still only around about half dead. And there's a lot of units following it in, and Ice Crow gets stopped on the engineers. That's not what you want, to happen. And now the laser focus is on. Ice Crow has one chance. He's going to have to try and face that monkey. It does get a big overcharge onto it. And there we go, Ice Crow in the last. Survives thanks to having a whole bunch of storage and a whole bunch of power to use that massive overcharge on. If he didn't have the shield, he'd be dead. Possibly, but that was a huge push all the way through. Unfortunately, all it's done now is dumps 15,000 mass plus all the rest of it on the doorstep of Ice Crow to use. But even at the same time as another push coming through this way, some units popping up here from the fisheye, just taking advantage of the distraction of the monkey, seeing what they can do. But there's apparently not a lot. They have waged war through this section, destroyed everything here, get some engineers and reclaim that. But now the T3 have run into a commander. That's not going to be great for the health, going to get overcharged. There's only a couple of them, plus there's some point defense and another brick coming out this way, so these guys are going to die. There we go, job done. But my oh my, how close was that? All the conditions had to be right for Ice Crow. Then he needed to have the shield, he needed to have those energy storage for the overcharge, and he had to have the power to run it. Very, very close. Okay. Was a wee bit hectic for a bit. And yet, still going. Fisheye isn't giving up on this yet. He's got a few more loyalists. They run up this way, but going to look at killing the Sam perhaps. If they moved under the shield, they could kill the shield gen right away. Nice and easy instead of whittling away at the health. Though perhaps the focus is over here on the Sam Launcher, but along comes a Percy, and those shots are going to belittle those loyalists into scrap. No dramas to be done there. Okay. All the action was at the top just then. The bottom has kind of stagnated, but we do have T3 making a march forward here. Rocking up from Magdilla's, got some Otham siege tanks on that spot. Do we have some Harbingers and a lot of mobile missile launchers? So the problem with those are, they shoot at the moving target. You have to hope that something moves into where that target was, because otherwise that happens. Complete miss and a complete waste of time. Harbinger's trying to do the thing against a bunch of Othams. There's too many Othams though, and Elizabeth. There's something else down here I'm not seeing. Got lasers doing the thing, got some point defense up here. That's going to be a rebuff of that attack, and Magdilla decides to drop on back. Back up the top section, and another monkey has been done for DJ. He's ready to go and send this one in. Laser. Shai has completed laser. Is he actually going to... Oh no, he's got stealth. Doesn't have cloak, he just has stealth. Maybe he wants both. But he's walking. He's got laser and he's walking. He's going for something and he could cause some massive damage. Over this direction we've got another push coming through down here. This is Mint Alex having a go. What is there on the ground to stop that? Well, fuck all. Seems like Darunda is afraid of bombers. He's got air transport circling overhead, ASF circling overhead, so he is concerned about air attacks. And here we go, this side push has changed direction. Looking to be able to push back on Victor, keeping them away. At the moment, just Darunda being saved by his teammate. I don't really think he had enough on the ground to stop that. I feel like that could have just marched on it and had to go, but he's got a lot of production back here and straight into gunships. And if he can kill off the flak first, those gunships could get a lot done, but the flak has other ideas, especially if it's just under shields. Right, now we've got a couple of point defense. Darunda himself, he does have a gun on that comp, so he can overcharge these things. He's got a few T2 PD around though, and once again the gunships come out, they focus on the flak first. But there's lots of flak in here. Those gunships are going to actually be swatted out of the sky pretty quickly. Not good for their health. Darunda though, he's just going to stand firm, get some overcharges in there, and hope that his T2 PD and shield can save him enough. The gunships are good, the flak is down, they start doing some extra damage, he's going to be absolutely fine from that push. No dramas on that side. Back up this direction we had the second monkey pushing up, and push up it has. This time is doing a little bit more cautious, perhaps got a few more units around us, looking to focus down those PD first, and here comes Kalen's. Is he trying to replicate what Icecrow had done? The problem is he doesn't have shield, does have overcharge, gets the overcharge off. Monkey is down to 2,500 health, but he's within range of that big fat laser. Ooh, one final overcharge takes the monkey down, gets a critical rank of veterancy to keep himself alive. That was much closer. Much closer than it was for Icecrow. He was into the red just then. Very close to dying. But that's monkey number 2 dead. Both of them have been not close, but not quite on the commander kills. Well, I guess if a monkey doesn't do, build a grab. Why not? Never mind the monkey, go for the crab. And air is coming in for Kalen's. It's not going to get much done though. He's got 8,000 health. You need a few strats to take care of him. T2's not going to cut it at this stage. I'm sure he's got some anti-air around, got some ASFs around. Just needs to twist and dodge a little bit, and most of that's going to be completely nullified. Yeah, lost a couple thousand health, but he is fine. He's going to get out of there. Although I say that, that's a lot of gunships. So Darunda just happened to have a big clump of gunships around, and where do they come from, you ask? Well, when his commander was under attack from round, he built all of these in a rapid fashion, and that is a lot of stingers. This could be a terrible time for Kalen's, and look at his health. Oh dear. Oh dear, Kalen's caught out here. Not enough anti-air, down into the red, 1,000 health. He's going to pop in a second. Kalen's is the second ejection from the map. He is gone thanks to a T2 gunship rush from Darunda, who just happened to have him lying around when he was after he was pushed there. Yep, overcharge does a lot more damage. So they tweaked it a bit in Forged Lights River. All this eco, by the way, has been handed over to Amygdala. So he's got a lot of eco on his hands, and he's got those pesky sniper bots under shields, but also sniper bots over here, not under shields. You see how bad it is for them. Overcharge can do much. It could do a lot of damage. I think 15k. But I believe you need to have about 6 or 7 E storage full. So I think about 67,000 energy in storage to do around 15k damage, I think is the maximum. I may be remembering that incorrectly. I don't remember the exact stats, but I know it's been tweaked from a flat, like original Forged Lights. I think it was just a flat 5,000 damage or something, or yeah, they tweaked it so more energy to more damage, that kind of thing. So that was quite handy. T2 Arnie down here is having some fun. They've got themselves 19 kills in that one, 5 kills in that one, just keeping these mixes from being built. Got a push coming through here, but there's a whole swarm of Percivals. They object. They object to this push. I don't remember the exact stats, but it's something like that. I think you need about, no, 1.5, not 5.0. Overcharge maxes out at 1.5 damage. It was 50k, I could kill a monkey in one hit, and that'd just be ridiculous. Yeah, so it's 1.5. If I'm remembering correctly, I may be wrong. But that push is once again being retaliated, and Amygdala's, T1 bomber span and burn, baby burn. Standing in the napalm is not good for your health. I don't care if you're Percival. It's not great. Down this direction we saw there was an experimental completed for Amygdala. There it is. That's Yathota. It's going to go for walkies. He's building an SMD, so maybe they spoiled the nuke, or maybe he's just doing that preemptively because they haven't. Oh, there is a nuke. There is a nuke. It's a lot. Yeah, 15k is a lot. It's enough to kill any single round unit, aside from experimental. Fisheye has... Okay, he's transported himself over here. He's still just got the stealth upgrade. Just stealth, no cloak. 5k? No. Maybe that's how much it uses. I can't remember the amount it uses. I just know it, yeah. It scales now. Back over this direction is a T2 war. These T2 are going to win because they're under shields. These T2 are not. In fact, there's two shields over here. These guys are going to have a grand old time. Additional shield going up. This is Icecrow up front with his comm once again, so he ain't afraid of no experimentals. Maybe he should be afraid of some experimentals because that is a crab. If that gets enough support, he's going to have a terrible time. And if they can thin out these Percival numbers especially, do some more damage on those guys, take some more health off them, and the crab will have a wonderful time. Checking out down here is the same time we have the crab push, we have a Yathota push. So chicken down below going from right to left. Bloodsaber. Bloodsaber. Why would you do that?
Buttstabber gifted a tier 1 sub to Angry Deli.
Tier 1, well congratulations guys, and thank you very much Buttstabber. 100% appreciate it, my friends.
A tier 1 sub to Winter Sanctuary.
This is what a crab does to items at range. You keep it back, it just hammers things. The Percivals have to try and get close, and during that time the crab is just hammering them into nothingness. Yeah, laser. And one more holy shit.
Buttstabber gifted a tier 1 sub to the
over this direction, the Yathota's done the same thing to this full base. That crab's probably going to go up to the top, just romping over the waters here. The Artie's going down. So much DPS out of this thing. It might have the most DPS, but it has to get close, and it doesn't have the same amount of health. Now it's turning, running away. The T1 bombers are having a field down that thing. Not much in the way of anti-air, and there's no flak on the ground either. There's a few ACFs around the place. They need to actually get active. But now the Yathota is moving under the shield in front of it. There's GC though. There should be a solid counter to the Yathota. We should see the GC win out that particular battle as long as it doesn't focus on the ground units. There we go. And the Yathota walks away quickly back up to the top here where the crab is doing his thing. And the crab is having some shooty bang bang supported by units, of course. That's the best way to do it. Going to knock off the Percivals at range. Still very, very healthy. 27 kills in that thing. Hasn't really paid for itself per se, but it is working on it. Some flak teams up, takes out the Janus. Don't know what the Janus are in there for, moral support perhaps. Crab certainly doesn't need Janus to support it. These units in front to slow those Percivals down, some bricks up the way perhaps. Lots of Percivals coming out there though. There's been so many Percival deaths, this thing's killed 35 of the things, and there's still more coming. Handful of Ravagers back here, and more Percys just continue to come along. Back this direction, Icecrow is lined up some more T280. No doubt they're going to focus the crab down at range. Still got 96,000 health, and the rank of Veterancy Course means it is regenerating health as well. And now we're just starting to move forwards. It has thinned out the Percival numbers. Now just move forward cautiously with units and support. Gotta kill them all. Got to kill them all. That crab is going to just gradually hammer its way through unless the Ravagers and T280 can have a say against it or something drastic. Down this direction we saw the Yathota. It got chased by the GC all the way back here until it died at the forward base. Oh no. That's unfortunate. The Yathota was chased all the way back here by the GC. That's a lot of damage being thrown out on that side. Back up the top here, just have a check. See the crab is fighting for its life. It's needing to move back a little bit. Got in range of some of the Ravagers and some Percivals as well. Just wants to not really lose that. So it's moved on back in the middle. This has been a monkey running away from a T3 swarm. Yes, he should. And there's a nuke. We saw that being built earlier by Darunda. Where is it going is the question. I do not see the ping. There it is. The nuke's going over here. Do they have SMD? Well, see that? And it's loaded. Right beside them, and it's loaded. That must have not been scouted, because why would you do that? Or he's gambling that it's not loaded. It is only just loaded, really. Not by much. That nuke's going to get shot down, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately for Team 1, and ta-da! SMD to the rescue. Right, the monkey pushed forward very ill-advisedly into a swarm of bricks like that is doom. It's just a terrible idea for the monkey. It is dead. Back this direction, the crab still alive. 2 ranks of veterancy, not too far off getting its 3rd. And just there's so many Percivals coming out though. It's just struggling to make any kind of headway. Needs a lot of brick support at the moment to try and get anything done. 3 ranks of veterancy. Lots of regen on that. Got to be careful of the turn, but the T2RD back here is doing work. There's a whole lot of it. A whole lot of T2RD over here as well, and that crab is caught in the crossfire and needs to... oh, it's retreating basically. It's like, nah. Nope, just a little bit too much there for me. And come some more Janus. They're going to have a go at, I don't know what. Well, they're going to drop a few bombs and burn the shield a little bit. The shield's not going to care. And neither are the Sams back here. They're going to have some fun and knock those out of sky. But the crab's decided, nope, nope, nope. It has had enough. Too much defensive pressure from here. The Percival's held it back very, very well. And also the T2ID over here with the extra range just continuing to do some extra damage over time. Dear oh dear. You want Ardy? Mobile Ardy is also really good. But I'm hearing another chicken somewhere. Better go check on that. Where's that one? Down here? Nope, that's the GC. GC is trying to laser this one that it was pulling into. What the heck? That's hilarious. It tried to laser and pull the same Percival into a Stractor Claw. So it was trying to laser the thing that was flying through the air. Like that. Oh, that's going to be a glitch. And it bounces off. It blows into the ground. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's massively unfortunate. But there we go. There's another chicken coming out here from Amygdala. Questions, what have they got to stop it on the ground? Not a heck of a lot. Do they have anything? Another GC just gets completed right there. SMD is just about loaded. Want to keep that alive. And tons of air still circling over Darunda, who's on some kind of upgrade. Does he have anything to knock? He's got a few strats in there. Yeah. It was tractoring the same unit it was trying to laser. I feel like that's some kind of glitch because length is the waste. It's funny though watching her trying to tractor the thing in midair. That was hilarious. Back in this direction though, there's now so much T2 static RD and a fat boy. Oh, these crabs are in for it. This crab's just about dead actually. Just about dead. 2,000, 3,000 health left, and it's actually running away from the fat boy, which it won't be able to get close to owing to the huge number of Percivals in between them. That's a massive army versus a massive army. Going to be some kind of interesting thing going on there. That would have been a good place for a nuke actually. Nuke the fuck out of all this. There is an S&D here, but it's only going to have a certain amount of range if we just double check that. Yeah, look at that. You could edge nuke right here and destroy all of this. And that would leave a giant gaping hole for this to push through. Going to be no sneaking up though. There is an Omni in there. There it is. So trying to get up a second SMD. Yeah, it's technically still alive. It's on its way to death though. Die straight away. There we go. And GC's just going to loiter there for a moment. It's going to take some indirect fire from those, of course. And some Percivals also walking the way up. Not good for the GC with no support. Oh, is that nuke? Well, it's got a while till it's loaded. It's got a while. Looks like Darunda has been queuing up ambassadors. Having 26 ambassadors. And is that another nuke? That's another nuke, but that's a waste one. There's already an SMD there, and it's loaded again. They know there's an SMD there. Why would you relaunch to where there is an SMD? You know it was loaded. Needs to be a second nuke. Hey, this one. If that one can get can survive being tracted and bounce on the ground and live? Really? Haven't seen that. Have not seen that. I've only seen them die. But those strats, they're looking for a target. They are queuing up to kill something. Somebody's going to have a bad day. But if that nuke launch gets loaded, they could launch there and take out that entire section because, well, they need to. This nuke's about to go off. Nukes ahoy. 2 failed nukes from team number 1, but these strats are ready. Preemptive strike on all the ASFs over in this direction, wanting to clear the skies. Nuke coming back over this way, and you have SMD. No, you don't. I think we're going to see this nuke land over there. That's going to be the end of Fisheye's base, but the strats are coming. The strats are coming, and this is Amygdala. He is not going to get out of this. Not even under any shields, not enough AA. No interception done there. Kaboom. Down goes Amygdala, but it is full share, so his eco is going to go somewhere. And now there's a bit of an air fight going on there. The ASFs are trying to swing through from Ice Crow, but they're not swinging through fast enough. The strats have redirected. They're going down here, killing off the SMD in that direction. This space is now open up to nukes, and everything's all handled over. The strats survive. They can go find another target, such as this over here if they really wanted to, but they're just trying to run away at the moment. They're going to get caught by the ASFs, fly over a swarm of Cougars as well. They're not getting back from that, but the damage is done. The SMD's gone from there. Amygdala's dead from there. Back in this direction, up in the top, we have a big old push coming from Ice Crow. All the units he's been building up his defensive posture due to crabs are now pushing. And there's still 2 crabs, and they're getting absolutely hammered by these Fat Boys. And the Fat Boys again have the Percy protection, but there's bricks out as well. They're trying to do the thing, but the crabs are not having a great time. Neither are the bricks, neither are the Percivals. Everything's having a terrible time over there. T1 Artie, very good counter to Percivals actually, because they overkill on these things. They fire, and the amount of damage they do is just wasted on that. But those 2 crabs are incredibly unhealthy. Now they're being focused fired by the Fat Boys, and their health is just going to disappear. They're going to die in a heartbeat. Down in the red they are. 2 Fat Boys plus Percivals plus everything. We have a couple of very dead crabs. Strap bombs coming. What are they going for? They're trying to get the Fat Boys, but not enough strats and too much anti-air in the region. This Fat Boy shield is gone, but the crabs are dead. And the push continues. All of this now ready to romp through the top, but at the same time, you check down the bottom, there's a Fat Boy here and the GC in front of it. We're going to have a go at a Periothotas over this direction. Not good for their health. Okay, that's Strat. Another nuke is ready. T3 RD on the way out for Dorinda. They could, if they knew. If they knew that wasn't loaded, do you think they'd launch it? I think they would indeed. There's actually been no additional SMD built. This here is going to get nuked though. There is an SMD that's trying to load. That's not gonna, and all this is dead. Speaking of other nukes that landed, that one did as predicted, so that's all that rebuild trying to go on there. Up this direction, it is DJ really trying to get his stuff done here. Really trying to do that. Fisheye still standing there with his laser comm, no cloak still, so he can be seen and killed pretty easily, but there's a lot going up on this way. That nuke lands down the bottom. Goodbye all of that eco. Not that it matters, I think the eco is okay otherwise. Up here, this is all just coming on through. T2 Air doing work. Corsairs are absolutely ripping through the Fat Boys. They don't have a lot of health, and they can actually die pretty easily. It's going to get away. No, it's not. Corsairs do the trick, and the Fat Boy is done for. Is that only one of them though? There's still another one up this direction doing its thing, hammering away at anything that comes close. Screened by those Percivals still, which are under shields and have T1 artillery in support, so there's a lot of problems right on DJ's doorstep. And by a lot of problems, I mean a lot. A whole lot of T3 as a Fat Boy is everything. I think he probably wants to focus on the Fat Boy first. That's the thing, that's at range killing stuff. Murder that out and you might have a chance. In comes some ASFs from Ice Crow. There's a lot of Corsairs and Fisheye though. Are they going to focus the Fat Boy? They should be. There we go, the kill command is given, the shield goes down, a lot of fire comes through. Is that going to be a single pass on it? Yes, no, down into the yellow. Corsairs are going to get a turn, they're going to survive. The ASFs are out of position there, they're not swinging back. Corsairs, maybe they'll get another pass, maybe they'll take it down. There's some more shots, and yes, the Fat Boy does die. This will give DJ a bit of a chance. He's got a bunch of PD, the shields go down though, and Percivals are incredibly tough to try and stop. Trying to spam out units as fast as possible, PD everywhere, shields everywhere, but that's a lot of Percivals to try and slow down. DJ doesn't think he's going to be able to manage it either. He's thrown out the GG, there's so much coming his way, but if he can take out the Percivals, the rest of us all T1, but there's another Fat Boy. Never mind. DJ says knife to overcharge, twice. Nice overcharge twice. Yeah, 2 monkeys killed when they had focus on commander, when they were right in range, and he is now got problems. Has now got problems. He had a nuke, launches it out. I don't know where he's sending it. Oh, that's not going to connect because he's standing right beside it. Oh, it's not loaded. That's not loaded. That one is. It's got 3 in it. Never mind. He's fine. He's fine. But DJ's not. And he's about to find out the hard way just how much punch a Percival packs. I haven't seen that. He's still alive for the moment. It's another nuke. Where's this one coming from? This is coming out from... There we go. It's coming from Mr. Bearer's one. This nuke got shot down somewhere, probably by the extra SMD up the front there. This nuke is heading probably to this frontal section right there. Why not? This base has... Oh, it's got a bunch of attacks. No, they're ready to launch. But the nuke is going to deny them the opportunity to try and do something, anything. They're dead. Right in front of the push coming through from Farah. And the Grey Plague has swept his way through DJ's base. He's got virtually nothing left. His commander's just standing there. He's just going to take it. Gives everything over to Darunda before he dies. Then he does die. And that is the end of his base, and the Grey Swarm can continue pushing on through here. There's very little to slow them down. There's some air units over here. Those look to be whalers. Yes, indeed, whalers are there. They're doing their thing, trying to slow things down, kill off the Percivals, which they can do quite happily. There's going to come sweeping over again from Ice Crow though. That's going to be the end of these whalers. They've done a reasonable job at trying to slow things down, but that is the end of their life at that particular point. In this direction, what have we got going on? Well, we've got another nuke launcher. I'm sorry, Fisheye, I think that's the wrong choice. It might not even finish. As sure as heck ain't going to get loaded. And considering everybody's got SMD, you're going to get nothing done. Right now though, down this direction we have T3 Arty. There it is. I saw the shells coming out, and that is from Darunda. He's finished the T3 artillery. That might be something that can get things done. And out comes the T1 bomber spam. Able to tackle all that. Where is the T3 Arty going for? Well, starting by going up here, wants to kill off the air grid perhaps? If we can kill off the air HQ belonging to Ice Crow, that could slow down air production for a bit, because Ice Crow does have a lot of ASFs. Look at this giant blob in the middle of the map. T2 point defense down here, going to find out the hard way that T3 just simply don't care. Here's strats. More strats. Ah, there we go. Strats belonging to Ice Crow this time, going for the GC, which actually stopped. So a lot of that damage missed, but it is still carrying on. They can go for a walk, but the bigger problem is over here. The left side, as the top has collapsed, what looked like could have been a really promising position beforehand, with all of this pushed into here, taking out so much. Now the spam's coming the other way. There's Fat Boy, just a few Percivals in the mix, but there's so many T1 artillery. Those are the biggest problems. Speaking of problems, this is Fisheye. He never got that cloak on his comm, and now he's got problems. They must have spotted them, given the kill command, and he's just, yeah, he's a dead man. He's an absolute dead man. Can I actually see him? No, they can't see him. Ah. Spy planes are flying over every so often, revealing his location. The Fat Boys have a few shots at him, but he's keeping it. No, he's not. Does say he's keeping it alive just for the moment, but not anymore. And that is Fisheye out. The remains of his base over here, like that the nuke launcher. He completed this, but it's not going to have any effect on the battle whatsoever. It is going to die to a handful of bricks. There is a Fat Boy down here by Darunda, a kind of last hope, if you will. Perhaps we can get something done. Perhaps these T1 bombers can get something done. Maybe they can hammer this Fat Boy into dust, because it's right there. Got a few Corsairs loitering around the place as well. The ASFs are not coming to engage from Ice Crow. Interestingly, they're staying all the way up there. T1 bombers doing their thing. If they hit now, their Fat Boy shields are actually down. They're not down because... They're down because Ice Crow has no energy, because his grid was wrecked thanks to the T3 artillery. T3 artillery has changed its tune. It's shooting somewhere else now, but right here, this is bad for the Fat Boy. Shields are a big pool of his health. In fact, it has more health in the shields than the actual chassis. So no shields equals a really, really weak Fat Boy. And now these T1 bombers can go to town on... Well, they could go to town on that one if they wanted, but double Fat Boy completed by Darunda down here. Big defenses coming up here. Two fatties ready to rock the center. They can focus this guy down first. That will be great for their chances because this is all mostly T1, and Fat Boys will absolutely carve through T1 at range. And in fact, there goes the kill command of that Fat Boy. The shields blink back on just in the nick of time to maybe keep it alive there a little bit longer. But it's double Fat Boy down here, and this one has been covered by the shields of this one. In fact, a T2 shield gen is up, and this Fat Boy I think is actually going to go down. There it is. This is a terrible place to land your ASFs. Why would you land your air in range of Fat Boy? It's like the worst place to put it. But down here has been good. We have a couple of GCs and another Fat Boy wrecking the base that used to belong to Amygdala. The T3 Ardy is hammering over this direction, trying to knock the shields, maybe trying to go for the nuke, maybe going for the anti-nuke. Trying to close this out though. Victor has got a handful of those. That is a satellite. Dorinda now got the satellite in hand. This is some desperate defense, but these two Fat Boys down here, like I said, they're going to have no problems with all of this T1. The air explosions will just carve the T1 RT up. They're going to be no good against Fat Boys. The T3 artillery from Dorinda is hammering down upon here. Nuke out from Vera. Where's this one going? Right here. That's a very good spot to put it. You've got two GCs and a Fat Boy. They're going to have a bad time. They have no defense against the nuke. The GCs are, well, one's going to die. Who's going to die? All of this is going to die. See you later, except for that guy. And that is a hefty amount of damage in that GC. That is a very, very good nuke. Down this direction, Fat Boy moving away is not a good plan. Don't do that. Stay put, Frosty. Alright, the addition of the defense satellite overhead. Is it enough? Well, there's a lot of assistance on that shield. You have a look at the health regenerator on that. Even as it takes damage, these hives have been set to assist, and it just gets so much health back from that. Need some more firepower to break through. More firepower, like, I don't know, strats. If we can get some strats out, help put some extra pain down upon that shield, it would help. We see there is another Novax going up, so still just the one Novax for the moment. Fatties out here doing their thing. They are just, yeah, very effective against T1. And there's a GC also walking around, so that's a very strong defense up here. Going to take a fair bit to get through those. I'm surprised these are, they might, I suppose they're surprised it's alive, but they won't be for too much longer. They are doomed. Speaking of things that are doomed, down here I've got a couple of Fat Boys rolling through the middle. Really is all about these shields and everything going down. If they can just manage to cut through that spot, kill the SMD, then he could nuke that. They could have nuked it a bit of time ago. Against once they're overloaded with the two launchers that had 0, and they had a loaded nuke, but they opted to do something different. Send the nuke somewhere else. I mean, they did nuke a bunch of eco, so it wasn't a bad plan. I don't think they were aware that they actually managed to break through there and could have done it. But there's just so much coming their way now. All these ground forces, like I said, the T1's not going to get anything done at all. All of this might be alright. We have a SMD under shield protection there, some T2 PD. We got that GC has died, got rushed by some siege tanks, as well as some other things. A pair of Yathotas coming this way, gonna match up with a single GC, which is, oh no, that's the one that survived. It walked away. Yeah, they could pull up the T3 pigeons there, but that's not where his power's coming from. He's got so many support commanders. He'll be absolutely fine for power, I'm pretty sure. Look at that, he's got plus 25,000. He could, like, he'll be fine. If those died, then the factories beside them would die, and that is 26,000 power. Yeah, his shields would be alright. And if he ever stopped doing that and built some more power from the Raz boys, he would be okay. Alright, goodbye GC. Double your Yathotas. And that is one dead boy. Absolute dead boy. Time for the overly dramatic death. Dodges. Not in the back. Oh, it's gonna avoid the big ball of doom. It is. GC survives with very little health, under 1,000. That's like nothing for an experimental. That is a dead man. Over this direction, Fat Boys have been caught. Well, I say Fat Boy caught. They're out of position. There's 1 versus 3. That's never going to end well. Never going to end well at all. This Fat Boy dies. This one's still alive. Maybe needs to think about moving back. But there we go. GC's finally died. Falling out of space. Turns into a nice bit of reclaim for somebody. 22,000 death. And these 2 Yathojas now have free range to do whatever they want. Another T3 artillery was being built by Darunda. It's not going to get anything done though because, well, 2G. You've got a monkey. Never mind. Never mind. And the pressure, just the swarm, continues. But T1 RC are getting through. There was a bunch of T2 artillery put up here, obviously to try and knock down the Fat Boys, but nothing doing on that front. The top has just been a gradual crush, just more and more pressure. More and more pressure coming in, more damage being done. Everything coming over there. Yeah, maybe with no share. Maybe if it wasn't full share, they might have had a chance, but 3 nukes in that launcher. And he hasn't used a single one of them.
Strategic launch detected.
That is probably a little bit late. You might have needed to fire those off a bit earlier. There goes the GG from the cheat control case out of the game. He does have Fat Boy fire raining down on his base, but there's just so much pressure now. Squeeze, squeeze, and destroy. The nuke lands, kills off 2 Fat Boys. There's still 1 to go though. Rocking his way in, and speaking of things rocking away in, these 2 Yathojas, nothing to slow them down but the occasional ASF that might accidentally fall out of the sky and crash on them. But other than that, yeah, it's doing good.
Strategic launch
Somewhere.
detected.
Somewhere. Another nuke out. Gonna see if we can kill the ASF. Why not? Why not? They're there. What if that's a play? But Yathoja's in your base. The nuke, is it going to get another shot? Nah, it's not going to. Surely it's going to get blown up in a second. Surely, and there's Darunda's comp. But he does kill the ASF, so bully for him. But now there's chickens galore. In the middle of his base. Last man standing, but not for long. And stop 2 chickens without your own. He's just toying with me now. In come the strats.